I'm a magician.
Now remember the card.
I'm a magician. I'm a magician.
Am I too fast for you?
I'm a magician.
It is rather unusual. Did you, Lady A?
Am I too fast for you?
Now, the funny thing is,
I'm a magician.
I learned this from my mother. It is rather unusual.
Am I too fast for you?
The cup is already full.
I'm a magician.
And you know, I think you can do it.
Oh my God.
Concentrate.
Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate.
Now, I also have some magic salt. Now, remember the card.
Remember the
Concentrate.
concentrate, concentrate, concentrate.
The moment has come for some serious business. Or maybe I borrowed the watch from you?
I'm a magician.
Oh my God.
My ring, my watch, and all my money.
I'm a magician.
And you know, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. It is rather unusual.
Oh my God.
Well, you ask my mother, she knows.
Concentrate.
Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate.
The cup is already full.
I'm a magician.
I think you can do it. Interesting painting, is it not? It's interesting how a man can express himself so simple with such few means. There is a formula called KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Well, I think they put in the extra S to make the word KISS, because I don't see what is so stupid about simplicity. And a man who appreciates simplicity is not stupid. No, I think we should leave out the last S. And then we have keep it simple. Well, that suggests a procedure I don't really know, because it suggests you have something and you should keep it simple. Don't add extra things, don't make it more complicated. But whenever I create something, it's always a little bit too complicated. I have to fight hard to get certain details away, get certain things out, and it's more making it simple. So I think this whole thing, KISS, should be changed into MISS. It would be better. And also there's another aspect about simplicity, because if you look at a painting, if you would move one of the lines just a quarter of an inch, it would change completely. And that proves that simplicity is very exacting. You have to fight to put everything exactly in place. It's very precise. No, I think simplicity is very tough. I must say, I've never created something with a simplicity of that particular order. But maybe one day. Who knows? Anyway, for the time being, let's have a look at a few of my attempts so far. A little bit here. Yeah, don't touch it. It explodes. It explodes. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I kid you not.
Everybody still having a good time? Tommy, can you do this thing we were talking about with the list? Is that?
Oh, you want to do that now?
Yeah, can you do the listing?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. It's an auction. It's an auction thing.
Yeah, I know. Sure.
Yeah, please.
Okay. But later we will... okay, how much time do we have about?
We'll start up after this, about 10 minutes.
Okay. 10 minutes. Let me see. Now, Luis has asked me, this is not a performance, but he has asked me to sell a few things. There's a couple of things for sale. He wants to get rid of them. Yeah, I don't know. He wants me to be the auctioneer. I don't know. We got a whole list here. So we got only 10 minutes, I believe, to do this, and then we can start the regular taping. Can you hold an eye on the time for me? Because I'm not wearing a watch. Okay, you get 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Good. Or maybe I borrowed the watch from you? I can have a look at it myself. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, that's a beautiful watch, actually. Is it a present from someone, or? Huh? Yeah, well, I will just wrap it up so that nothing can happen to it. So, the first item for sale is indeed a gentleman's watch. Okay. I mean, this is the list of Louis. It's not my list. And it starts at $5. Anybody more than $5 for this beautiful watch? $5. Anybody more than $5? Do I see six? $6 for you, $6. Nobody wanted six. It's not going very well. Seven for his own watch. $7 for his own watch. Anybody? $8 for his watch. No, it's okay. It's a strong watch. Nobody more than 8. 10, 9. I just heard 10. Okay, 10, 11. Nobody more than 12, 13, 14. 14, nobody more than 14. 15, 15 going once, 15 going twice, gone. So, okay, that was the first article. That was the first article. Now, there is no need to worry, because I do have money to pay you. Uh-huh. So, Max Maven, my servant. Yeah, I know. Anyway, no need to worry, because I am going to pay your share of the profit. Let me see, that was $15, right? $15. So the sales tax is... And then, of course, the auction cost. I mean, that's $14.70. So that is left for you. Let me see. 30 cents. Okay, thanks a lot. Now, isn't it great? Yeah. Well, you're laughing, but you're not really happy, are you?
I'm not.
No. Well, because you have donated so freely to this auction. Yeah, well, no, not really. And I also have a present for you. And that present is that box. No, I haven't been near that box. I haven't touched it. And I'm not going to touch it. Because I'm going to give you this key, which belongs to the box, and this box, and I would like you to open it yourself. Here it is.
Gonna blow up?
And, no, it's not going to blow up.
That's what you told me.
Yeah. Open it up and take out what's in there. Take it out with both. Yes? A beautiful alarm clock. Well, isn't that fantastic? Yeah. Happy with it? Yeah. Well, as you know, every alarm clock has watchworks inside. And I think you might be interested to see the watchworks inside this particular alarm clock. Please take off the back counterclockwise. You can take it off, just counterclockwise, turn it counterclockwise, yes? Just open it and take it out. Show it up high to everyone. There you are. You've got a beautiful watch. The watch works from the watch. Thanks a lot. Okay. Thank you. All right. A small trick with 4 coins. Silver coins, 3, the Dutch silver coins. And here is a copper one which has an owl on it. Yeah, it's cute, huh? Yeah. Here, you can see it too. See this little owl? And
Okay.
that owl wants to have the money. Look. So,
Get out of here.
you want me? What? It's very simple. They just fly from here.
Yes.
Last one.
Tommy one.
No way.
Nice.
Oh, get out of here.
You know, the copper coin, it also likes to go to the silver, but that's another thing. Yeah, that's the way it goes. But you know, because it is an owl, it has wings, meaning it can fly as well. It will fly from this hand to this hand. Here it is. I think so, yeah. Here it goes. Yeah. I'll do it the invisible way. Here it goes. From here to there.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Oh no, sorry, it should have been this one. But it doesn't matter, we try again. No, normally in Holland,
we keep losing.
it always goes from here to there.
Yeah.
Now, No, it's still honest. You know, it's not, nothing happened yet. It's the copper
Right.
coin which goes. Here it goes. Hop. And you know, the last time it must work. The last time it must go from there to there. There's no other way. Here it goes.
Okay.
Hop.
Oh, wow.
And
No.
ah no. You know, there's another little thing. The copper coin, it can also crawl out of the box. You want to see that? We will count to 3 and it will slowly crawl out of the box at the third count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Wow. No.
Wait a minute.
Do you know where it went?
No.
Me neither. I mean, there's 3 silver coins, there is a box, there is a lid. Do you know where the copper coin went?
No.
No, me neither. No. Wait.
Y'all see? Oh, shit.
Let's just kidding. Sorry.
I gotta keep up with this one.
Huh? You want to?
Yes. I'm getting hot in here.
Okay. Good.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh boy. Okay, anyway.
Oh, my God.
Just to relax a bit, take a card, take a card.
Okay. I'll
Okay,
relax.
okay. That's okay. I'll show it to the people too. Now, we also have this
Watching you.
yeah, I know. There's a tough guy you're working for. Anyway, a handkerchief, solid.
Right.
Yes? Okay. Now, tell me, what was the name of your card? Because we're going to find it while it is totally isolated
It
in the
was-
handkerchief.
Queen of Clubs.
Okay, we'll try. No. Yeah, something is coming through.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
What did you say? The Queen of Spades?
Clubs.
Great.
This, that's stop. No holes.
No holes.
Don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Me neither. Me neither. Okay. Now let me see. I'll put this away. Would you please, when I shuffle the cards, just say stop. Just say stop somewhere.
Stop.
Okay, good. Remember the card. Okay, good. Now, okay. I'm going to find your card. Look. There we are. 2 of hearts. Wasn't it?
No.
Okay. Wrong color?
Not high enough neither.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Don't tell us.
You know what?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, let me see. I'll find the card. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll find the card. Even if I have to try 52 times, I'll get there. Okay. Here is your card. The 2 of spades. No?
No.
It was the 2 of clubs.
No.
Was it 2 of diamonds?
No.
Was it not the 2?
No, it wasn't that too.
It wasn't just the wrong color.
No, it's completely wrong, right? Okay, what was it? No, I haven't got it.
I know it.
What was it?
You find it.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Well, now you got 49 more tries. No.
Black,
Yeah.
spades, king. That's the simple stuff. You rub. Change. Here. Two of diamonds. You rub. Turn it over. Turn it over. It's change. Yeah. They all got. Yeah. They all got king of spades. But if you just rub a card like that, it becomes the king of spades. And it's this card and this card and this card and this card. It's all there. But the funny thing is, this is just an illusion, because these three cards, like you know, they're just the three tools. Yeah. And these cards are all different. And this is not the card, because here is the king of spades. Okay. You know, let me see if I got, yes, here. I got another surprise for you people. It's a little surprise.
My watch isn't in there.
Yes.
Who knows? Okay. It's a little surprise for later. Just to keep the suspense. I think so. Okay. So now, would you please take one of these cards, but not a picture card? Any other card is fine. I'm allowed to see as well, so you can just take like that. Whatever.
Stop.
Okay. And I would like you to write your name on it as large as possible, so it's well clear and visible. Wonderful. Now you see something strange has happened. Because all the cards, they feel very normal. Like every other day, just a working day for these guys. Except the Four of Hearts. It now feels very important. It's logical. I've chosen a name on it. You can see. Yeah, it's a birthday card. Yeah. And you can see, because if you place this Four of Hearts into the deck, and you just do hop, it goes through the other cards to the top. It is on top now.
Oh my God.
I went too fast.
Yeah,
I swear, I went too fast.
way too bad.
I'll do it slower.
Okay.
I blinked. Let me
You
know.
know, it's very simple. It's about the middle. Well, that's more on the bottom, I see, but that's not so important. The important thing is the movement. I'll do it slow. Hop.
I don't think so. Not this time.
No, it cannot be. Huh?
No way.
And yet. You know, I became a magician to find out how I do this. Anyway, I will show you one more time. Very slowly.
Okay. No.
You will get every chance. You will get every chance to see how it's not done. The Four of Hearts on the top. It's honest so far, right? Okay.
Yeah, so far so good.
I'll pull up my sleeves so that nothing can happen.
Okay.
All right, now look. The middle, about the middle. There goes the card, right in there.
Right.
Now.
From what?
Yeah. No, it's really there. It's really there. I was just looking. No, it's not on top yet. Not on top yet. No, if it is on top to begin with, that would be cheating. Anyway, here we go. Into the deck. Right there. Now.
Come on.
No, it's okay. It's okay. They don't trust me around there.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
But I look honest, don't I?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll do it this way for you. Huh? It's better.
Okay.
It's
That's
fair.
better. That's better.
I mean, this way you can see that all cheating is absolutely honest. I mean, it's really in the deck. It's clear.
Okay.
It's a great advantage when it's upside down. It is also one small problem when it's upside down.
What's that?
The whole trick doesn't work anymore. Because it has to show its face to come to the top like this. And it's a little shy. But if you cover the deck with the ace of clubs, hop, it rises to the top. But never hide in there, that's the problem.
Oh, my goodness.
But if you watch carefully, you can see how it works. Because if you watch carefully, you see, you don't need to cover the deck with this card when it's like this. And it's hop, it goes to the top like normal. But you knew, right? You knew, huh? Yeah. Oh, sometimes I meet people. Sometimes I meet people who think I cheat. Not you, not you.
Oh, right.
But other people. They think I put in another card. That it's already on the top. Or that I do it with my fingers very fast when you're not looking or something. No, no, no. I'll do it here on the table. You can see I don't do anything with my fingers. I will only use my fingertips. 2 fingers, not more. Yeah? Like this. Now, this way, there is no way for me to cheat and no fast movements. I'm not going too fast, am I?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
I'm watching.
Okay, okay. Now, if you watch this side, you can see it happen. Look. Hop. Did you see it go to the top?
No.
Me neither. But it's there. Actually. Because you like the trick so much, I will explain it. In reality, of course, the card, it doesn't go to the top. It's imagination. Also, it doesn't go into the deck. It has never been there. Everything you saw is imagination. Because it's my lucky card. I never keep it there. I always keep it separate.
Oh my God.
Folded. Here. In this little box.
Oh, no.
But what I don't understand is how you managed to put on my card in the box your name. You must tell me because I don't know how you do it. Huh? Huh? Yeah.
That's all
You
right.
like it? Good. It is a lucky card. There's 6 months guarantee on the luck. So good luck with it. I'm afraid you have now a little problem extra, but I hope in spite of that you had a nice day. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Huh? Yeah, I'm finished. Oh, yes. I'm getting the hell out of here.
I know. That was absolutely crazy.
I like it.
His art of misdirection, I think, is what really sold this one.
Class act all the way.
This has been a terrific way to spend Saturdays in the summer when Lewis has had the video show.
These are some of the best tapes that you'll ever find anywhere, period.
The bad news is it's 4 to 6 months till the tapes come out, and I can't wait. I want them now.
Make them now. Oh my God.
Things about audience control, management of not only their reaction, where they look, but what you can get away with, in their hands to maximize, an effect. It's wonderful to see them.
We're going to do a nice feature on what it takes to put one of these videos together. I think it'll be enlightening and it'll be fun for us to do.
Absolutely crucial. I've always liked Tommy Wonder's stuff. It's, not unlike my thoughts on magic.
I would buy his video.
And so would I.
But in a way, I don't want to buy his video because I don't want to know.
I hope there's some usable footage.
There is. It is rather unusual. Well, you ask my mother, she knows. Concentrate. The cup is already full.
I'm a magician.
I think you can do it.
One of the things I've always admired about you is your tenacity, which is a nice way of saying you're really stubborn.
Yes.
But you don't stop thinking. In other words, you will work on a routine and work on a routine, and you'll continue to work on it.
Yeah.
Some of the things that are being shown on these tapes are routines which seem to be finished some years ago, and you've got new ideas on them.
Yeah.
And one particular classic routine that you have worked on over and over again is the nested boxes.
Yeah.
Where a borrowed object of some value vanishes and reappears in several nested containers.
Yeah.
Now, presentationally, and I know this goes back to discussions. I remember talking about this with you in the 1970s.
Yeah.
There's a routine that you found in
Modern Magic Manual of Gene Newgard. Well, it was not a routine. It was just a mention of
a premise.
A
presentational premise.
Yes.
Of doing an auction
Yeah.
with a spectator's borrowed watch.
Yeah.
And accidentally smashing
Yeah.
with the auctioneer's hammer. and in fact, we've seen earlier on this tape, we've seen you do it.
Yeah.
With your own means of getting to the nest of boxes. And but in fact, you've worked out many different methods over the years.
Yes.
Both for how the watch is gotten rid of.
Yes.
And how the watch ends up in the nest of boxes.
Yes.
So we're going to get the chance to see several methods so that we can learn a little bit more about how you think about these things.
The progress of the thing, yeah. Yeah, this has haunted me forever. But I must say, there's a few tricks in magic which I'm more tenacious than others because they're such beautiful concepts. And they're a wonderful intellectual challenge also. It's not just only the performance, but you know, this intellectual problem of how to get this thing done in a nice way. And well, the vanish actually is of the watch in the beginning is interesting because in the beginning I had several other versions as well, but at a certain point I settled on this. It's a little bag, which is a double-sided thing. There's some. I don't even know anymore what's in there. I suppose some keys of doors I didn't need to open anymore.
So you sewed into...
Yeah, they're sewed in.
an internal pocket.
Yeah.
Just some pieces of metal.
Yeah, just so that it can make a little bit
so that it sounds
noise.
like a broken watch.
Yeah.
Like the pieces of watch.
Yeah, and here is an opening which is only halfway through.
So it's sewed here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can close it with this and all
Right.
that. Now, what I settled upon was that I would have a cloth funnel going from the inside pocket to this pocket at the side. So if I would have the borrowed watch in there, I could get it out of this pocket. This was mainly to throw people off track. If they could follow where it was, there was a break in the connection. So it's just to get rid of them, that they couldn't follow when I get in this pocket that I might get the watch.
So you're using an internal chute along the lines of U.F. Grant actually used to.
Oh, is that
yes.
so? Oh, okay. And the idea was I would get a watch and drop it in there. And because this part is closed, you can drop it in.
It would land and you can see a little bulge and it looks correct.
Then I would shake the back a little bit like this and close it. Then it would come out underneath. And I would go to my pocket to get a catalog for the things to sell.
Yes,
and this would be thrown on the table and I would continue. Now, this is this I used for a long time. But how is it created? I mean, it's interesting. I create a little bit different now than I used to do before. Because you have an intellectual problem how to get this watch on your body somewhere.
Into the place where you will retrieve it
later.
later.
And how I did this was just by sitting and thinking. That doesn't mean that you always come up with the best method.
Yeah.
Now I'm sort of, I don't think
so in
about
other words, you didn't have a specific plan of how to do it.
No, but you sort of, if I do this, would that work? Or if but it's all with the brain.
With lots of
it's
ideas.
all with the brain.
Yeah.
And then you oversee a lot of possibilities.
So what is your new approach?
Well, at a certain point I thought, okay, what would I do? I need to wrap it up, okay, to protect it or whatever, so that no scratch gets on it. So I just started to play. I take a handkerchief, and I just say, okay, that's a nice watch, all right. And we wrap it up and put it on the table. Okay, and I go through that a few times.
You literally did that without trying to...
Yeah, I don't care about method. Oh, no. Just this would be
like
a natural way to put it in the thing. And then, if you watch this in the mirror, or if you make a videotape, although I generally don't do that, you can watch it in the mirror, or you can even, without a mirror, you can find... At a certain point, I noticed... I mean, I didn't invent the method. I found it.
Yes.
It was already there in a way. my hand, when it has to put the handkerchief over, it comes here, at
your waist.
Yeah. So if you have
a cummerbund.
A cummerbund with, and this is what I call a belly servant. This is just a piece of metal. It's bent a little bit like this. There is some, put the handkerchief around it to make this soft. You put that in there. Yeah. Well, the tie is a little bit in the way, but no, I can.
Well, you would normally be wearing a bow tie with them.
And you show the handkerchief. You get here.
And you're in an automatic position to ditch it into your cummerbund.
So I didn't invent this by thinking.
But by doing.
By doing. By discovering where is the method. So by actually doing
in a sense, the technique was there waiting to be found.
Yeah. And I found a lot of things work that way. Because if you have a dream, a vision, don't only think about it. Of course, some things you have to think about. But if you actually do it, the method is there.
Well, this is like the classic story of Di Vernon inventing the card transfer. That he was he wanted to trade a gambler a secret, and the gambler said, only if you can come up with a solution for how I can get a palm card from one hand to the other. And he stayed up all night trying to work something out, and at one point he went like this to look at his watch to see what time it was, and realized that was the movement that was going to let the transfer happen. So it wasn't just Vernon, it worked for other people.
No, it worked for everybody, of course. No, but it's a wonderful way because you don't get something which is constructed.
It's not contrived because
it's not contrived. That's the word
came out of the natural behavior.
Exactly.
Because the behavior you were doing the behavior without trying to find a use for it.
Yeah.
And then found the place that already existed.
Yeah. Now I also, of course, this will work, but you can put in an extra little convincer.
Okay.
And I like to put in as many convincers as possible without paying any price in extra movements, extra words. I'm not going to do anything for a convincer. It's not worth it. I mean, if you create in this way, you don't want to deviate from what is the natural course of
you don't want to. You don't want to add extra things that by themselves might actually make things more suspicious.
Could be
by putting in too much.
Yeah. Well,
but if you can have something that just happens to add extra conviction to the moment.
Yes, without deviating, because the moment you deviate, that's too high a price. Yeah. Not necessarily suspicious, but just too high a price.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway. With this watch, with this handkerchief, I fold it sort of. I have a pocket here, and I have a watch band with no watch.
Okay.
That goes in there. Goes into my pocket. Then when I get it out in this position. I put my thumb in there.
Right.
Now, so you shake out the handkerchief.
Yeah.
So the watch is behind it.
Yeah.
I put my thumb through there, and I'm showing the handkerchief.
Yes.
Then I do this.
And you've now stolen
and
the
I
watch.
put this there. So you see something going in.
So you've stolen the watch, but they see something that looks like the watch going in.
Exactly. So, and this watch, you need to have two handkerchiefs, one with a leather band, one with this type of band. If you don't get anything, you just don't show it.
Don't show it.
You just keep it hidden more, you know. But anyway, this gives, because then here they see this going in, and it's like
watch.
Clean, and you got it there. So that's a convincer which doesn't change anything in the handling, and yet gives you an extra edge, a little extra convincer.
It doesn't cost anything extra, but it provides extra.
Yes, and that is you know what Al Baker said: never run when you're not being
run
chased.
when no one is chasing you.
But they're chasing you all the time, basically. So it's sort of it doesn't hurt if you don't have to deviate.
Well, the Al Baker quote is one of my favorite quotes. But that has to do with overproving.
Sure.
But don't run when nobody's chasing you doesn't mean stand still.
No, no, exactly. Yeah.
You walk at a natural speed, that's fine. So I would put this in the category of walking at a natural speed.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I agree. But sometimes, you know, the people say, no, don't make it too complicated, but no,
but in fact, you
have
haven't,
to put in some
okay,
work.
but this is not super complicated.
No, no,
it's
no,
it's
no,
an
no,
extra
no.
activity,
Yeah.
but it gives a great benefit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, now we've covered
the vanish.
The vanish. I mean, there are obviously many other ways to vanish a borrowed watch, but these are two very practical ones, and you've used them both in real performing situations for a long time. So now we want to talk about how to produce this watch from the nest of boxes. Now, the version we've already seen you do is the most recent version.
Yes.
And the most sophisticated version. So we'll save that for last, because I think it might be interesting to see a couple of your earlier solutions and talk about them. So let's go back to your performance, and we'll see you perform from the point that the watch has been stolen.
Okay.
But we'll see a different outcome, the same basic effect, but a different one. And we'll talk about how that's done, and then we'll move on to the later methods.
That's an excellent idea.
Okay, let's take a look now.
So, well, don't worry about it. You get your 30 cents anyway. Now, you don't seem to be very happy, do you?
I'm not happy.
No, not really. Well, I've got for you a special present because you have been donating to this auction so freely. Okay. Yeah. Now, here is a little present for you which I haven't touched. I'm not going to touch it. I would like you to please come over and see what is inside this box. Please come over, sir. Please give him a big hand. Wonderful. Put it here on the table. Put it here on the table. Now, as you can see, it's closed on all sides. Please open it up and let's have a look what is inside. Open it. Take out that bag. Hold it up high for everyone to see. Yeah? And no, but just open it, please. Take it out. May I have the bag, please?
One more time?
Yeah, open it, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Like, who sat there rapping?
Yeah, that will take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll do it a little bit different. I'll just take out all these things. Just put it in the box and pull the ribbon gently. Don't do it too fast. You don't want to have weird things happen. Just bundle it up a bit so that we keep it together, please. Yeah? Okay. And can you see there is already a purple box coming out of the...
Oh, yeah.
Yep. There it is coming. And please give me the ribbon. You take out the box. Okay, and open it up. Now. And there you are. Open the lid slowly. Looks what is in there. Underneath the cloth. And that's a beautiful rose for your lady. Isn't that wonderful? Huh? What a present, huh? Yeah, I'm jealous. But there is a little bit more. Please lift up the cloth a little bit more. And what's in there? A beautiful one. There we are. Thank you. May I have it? There you are. Please, sir. Thanks a lot. Okay, here you are. Good.
Well, it's a good version.
Yeah, it's an interesting version.
How many years ago did you work that out?
Oh, let me see. It must have been something like 75 or 74, something around that time.
And you used it for years.
For years. Yeah.
So it was a practical method.
Yes.
And one that you were reasonably happy with.
Yes. Reasonably, but you see, I'm not the type of person to have people on the stage with me.
Okay.
Really. I don't enjoy to have people come up and banter with them and do things with them, because you're never sure what they're going to do. Yeah. Some are more lively than others, some are not doing anything, some are doing too much, and you have to have a hard time having them under control. And
It doesn't appeal
It's
to
not
you.
my cup of tea. It's
Yeah,
just
leave,
not
leave,
my
leave
cup
it to
of
those of us who like it.
Yeah, and I'm quite happy to leave that to these people. So in principle, because I want to be certain about what's going on, and this is too uncertain for me.
And this routine involves that. So
They're on the stage
it didn't
so
fit
long.
you.
No, I was unhappy.
But it's still a good method.
Yes.
So let's explain
yes.
to them the
Yes.
method,
Yes,
because there may be someone watching who says that's the perfect method for me.
If someone is comfortable having someone on the stage, talking with them, keeping them under control, it's a fine method.
Well,
let's have a look at it.
Yes.
Actually, it's based on a method which I read in a book from Daryl Fitsky about misdirection.
Yeah.
And he had this method with a ball of wool. And he said there's something in there, a ring box, and you have to unroll the ball of wool, which is a long time.
Yeah.
And then he had a paper bag where everything came out of before, and he dropped the ring box in there, and he said, "Why don't you drop the ball of wool in there?"
He secretly dropped the ring box.
Yeah, yeah. And then he would hold the sack, and they would do like this. It would go faster.
Right.
And then they would open the bag, and there was this ring box,
Which apparently had been in the inside.
exactly,
of the
which
ball
had
of
not
wool.
been in there at all. And I thought that was a wonderful method. And basically, this whole thing is based on that.
So this is an elaboration on the
Yes.
ball of wool.
Because at the moment they get this package with all the ribbon, there's seemingly a box in there. And that's going to be exchanged for another one.
Well, let's,
So that's the
find,
basic
let's find out
premise.
how.
Yeah. Well, this is a box, I made it collapsible so that it's easy to transport.
All right.
There's some threads here at the bottom which stay there,
Yeah.
which allows me to put this bottom in. Now this bottom is a double bottom, so it has a flap. And this flap is about this size here, so it's not really at the edge.
No, it's about a third of the way in.
Yeah. And there is a little tube there. This is a piece of black ribbon with a needle which goes in there. Now the only function of this is when it's inside the box, I can very easily open the bottom. I can just grab this and pull it out, and it's just to open it. It goes in there. So they give some stability to the box, and I have the box. Now here, there is a knob here. Yeah.
It's a little bump.
Yeah, it's a little bump. And when I pull open the flap, it clicks behind that little bump.
Ah, so it's going to be held upright.
Yeah. Only when I kick it with my fingers, it can close when I want to.
Right. So it isn't a hook or...
It's just a
bump
small
so that
resistance.
It can be used either way.
Yeah.
You can hold it, but you can get past it.
Okay. But anyway, this flap is down, and inside the bottom, there is about half an inch of space.
Okay.
Underneath the double bottom. I'll put this away for the moment so that we have some space to show you the rest. There's a box here, and in this box eventually the watch will appear. It's a box which is closed with ribbons, and here is the word stop, but that's another thing. And the rose.
Well, it says stop. We have to shut
Sure,
down.
yeah. And the piece of cloth.
Okay, and the cloth is actually attached?
Yeah, it's attached. Now this is a piano hinge for the lid, but also the back of the whole box can open.
Okay.
Now, of course, there's no way to attach the hinge, so the hinge pin, I bent it over and it's inside the sides of the box. So
so it's actually okay.
Yeah, so it's that's how it is attached. Right.
Right.
The
So
pin hinge,
it's actually only attached here
at the points.
At the points, yeah.
Here's the magnet.
Okay.
This is metal, so it can close, and you can't open it
once
really
it's
because
closed,
yeah. So that's the whole thing.
Okay.
Now, there's a rose. This is a fake one, but you can put in a real one. It's going in there. I close this.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I push this open a little bit so that it's open for the time being. And here, like so, two little ribbons. This one got loose. Okay, so this whole thing I place in the big blue box.
Okay.
But in the open position,
so
like so.
It's sitting upside down.
It's like this, yeah.
In the box, upside down with its secret flap open.
And I place it here. Sorry. Like so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the box there.
Right. So
just lying there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Then I have a second box which is to be wrapped up in a ribbon.
It's a really long ribbon.
Yes, it must be. Because it must be a lot of work to unwrap it.
Right. Otherwise, there's no reason to throw it in the box to speed
And
things
this
up.
other box consists of two parts. And they're basically the opposite of an appearing die. You know, these things which pop up.
Yeah.
There's an elastic there. And I open this like so. And there's two pieces of metal to keep it in shape.
Ah. So little tabs.
Yeah. And so I got half a box, more or less the size of what's in there already.
Yeah.
When you release it, it falls flat.
Okay.
All right. Now, I got this. Take the ribbon and put this around it. Because the ribbon is around it, it prevents it from collapsing.
Right, it holds it.
Yeah, it holds it.
in its opening.
The way it's, because it has to go to the side and now it can't move to the side anymore. So that doesn't collapse anymore. I take the other part, do exactly the same thing, put it there. This is a little bit more difficult
And
to
now
hold.
you
but anyway,
angle the ribbon around a little bit so that it's going to brace them both.
Yeah. So this way, I have what looks like the other box.
Right.
But wrapped up a little bit. Now you put quite a bit of ribbon around it in this way, because at a certain point the spectator is going to see the ribbon with this in it. Visually, he will see the
parts
box.
of the box.
Yeah, that's important.
Which, of course, leads him to think that what he sees
Is really
initially is what he sees later.
Yeah.
The other box is
Exactly.
going to switch in.
Now, when some part is around it, I put it this way to give it some more stability. And you go all the way around and around. And you mummify the whole thing. This is quite a bit of ribbon.
How long is the actual ribbon, do you know? About?
I think about 15 meters, which is...
A little, well, a meter's a little longer than a yard, so...
20
let's
yards?
say between 15 and 20 yards.
Yeah, okay. Now, so it's very important that now, at the end, it's all wrapped up, and the whole thing is just like this, wrapped up completely. Max.
Oh,
it's wrapped up.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, anyway, it is wrapped up.
Okay,
with
you
the
finished the
ribbon.
wrapping.
Yes. And that, you put in a handkerchief, or a piece of paper would do as well. This is not just arbitrary to make more wrappings, but you need the time that they give you back the handkerchief. You need that moment.
All right.
Later on. So there's all a function for all these wrappings. Anyway, there goes like so. And you can put a rubber band around it, although it's not really necessary, but you can. And this goes into a bag. There's some preparation involved, but anyway, it's just a regular bag.
Yeah.
You put it in there. And bundled up, you make a little.
And you've been very tidy because the ribbon here is sewn onto the bag.
Yes.
So that when it's undone, you don't have a loose piece.
No. Okay, now this is the whole configuration of this thing, and you're going to put it in the box. When you put it in the box, basically you put it over the other box, so it covers the whole deal. And you're sure that this is pointing up. It's closed. And you put another black ribbon around it. Like so. It's just in a regular fashion. Now, this is somewhere on a piano or on the side somewhere. And that's the present for the person.
Okay.
Good. All right, now at a certain point he's going to pick up his present, which I indeed have never touched.
Mm-hmm.
And at first he starts, you see to it that the hinge of the lid is to that side.
Is toward the audience?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that way I know where the bag is, and that way I know how to grab the box and so forth. So he takes this off, he opens this thing and he sees the bag.
Right. But the bag is covering anything he's not supposed to see.
So I say, okay, grab the bag and hold it up high. That's very important because he pulls it up, and while he's pulling it up, you take this out. Okay? So I'm just at the side being helpful.
You're managing his behavior in such a way that he won't see the
Yeah, exactly. Now here, I put this black ribbon in there.
Yeah.
Together with the other piece of black ribbon which was already there, you know, to lift up the lid. He opens up this, and he finds this thing. Okay, so this goes in there as well. This has become sort of like a garbage can for all the stuff he has. Takes out this, you get the handkerchief, and he starts unrolling the thing. Now at this point, you have to grasp the watch here, so he's unwrapping, and you go in with the watch.
Yes.
Here's the watch, and you just push it in there.
So it goes into that little open side door of the purple box.
Yeah, exactly.
But under cover of you're putting the handkerchief away.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so but they don't care about it, you're just putting stuff away.
This is getting rid of the refuse.
Now, this person is getting trouble because this is going to take a long time. They already sense that. So, plus it's going in different directions. Sometimes it's going this way. It's very unhandy, and that's exactly the idea. Sometimes it's okay.
But meanwhile, we should point out the audience can see the shape of a box.
Yeah.
But also the person who's unwrapping at this point, there feels like a
something
solid
there.
box inside here because of that. Collapsible thing, but it isn't collapsed. So.
Now, in this time, I get an idea, like this is going to take too long. So I take out all the stuff, including this little black ribbon, which is here. So, which opens the flap, and that closes automatically. I'll take out this stuff. It closes the small box automatically.
Because the little magnets
because
come together
now
and
it is first lying like this, and it's pushed like that.
Right, but the magnets are what seal it closed.
Yeah.
So it's here, the watch is inside, the flap moves up.
You know, I show it with the flap.
Okay.
I show it with the flap. Why not? Let's pretend the box is transparent. So it's like this. You push it. This can't move any further. So you push it up, and it closes the whole deal. So it's closed now. And
it's closed and locked because of the magnets.
Of course. And here you pull the ribbon out.
Comes up with this stuff, including the black ribbon that's already here, so it's absorbed visually.
Yeah, there's no way.
That whole mess.
And the flap is behind this little knob now, so it's safe. So I take out all the stuff, and he sees it from this side. So he can't see this flap being up.
So from this angle...
Yeah, so he just sees this way.
He gets a brief glimpse of an empty box.
And he starts doing it this way. Now it goes a little bit faster, and now...
We hear the noise of the box, and we begin to see it.
Yeah.
If you'll stop for just a moment.
Sure.
What the person looking into the box sees right now, they see little bits of the purple box that was on the inside of the wrapping.
Yeah.
This is the one that's going to collapse.
Yeah. So basically, from the... Now I suppose they can see it. This is what happens. Now he sees this. When it's here, I say, we're almost there. By the way, I hold this ribbon and it goes through my hand.
You're helping him.
I don't want him to go too fast either, because I don't want to fly out of the box.
Okay.
So I temper it a little bit.
It looks like you're helping him,
if
but
he's
you're
going too
actually
slow,
helping yourself.
I will do it and give it to him.
Yeah.
But now you can see at a certain point, this starts to collapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm standing in front of this person and the box to obscure his
So
vision.
you're blocking that person's vision. Nobody else can see inside the box from where they're sitting in the audience.
So it's all
and
collapsed.
these pieces have now completely collapsed. They're both flat.
Yeah. And we're holding the box at an angle now, but they would be lying at the bottom.
Yeah.
I grab the box from here, flip this, and this thing falls like so, and I hand it to him. And he basically...
You're not touching anything?
No.
I
Just you take it. So he basically sees the same box as what he thought came out of the ribbon. He
and
takes
nothing
that.
extra inside?
No. Okay, this goes back in there. And then, here's this little box. It's all closed. Opens it. And some people are very eager. Because they expect the watch to be there.
Yes.
So you have to control them a little bit.
Yes.
Well, just open the box and... so that you control them a little bit, and they see the word stop.
The spectator gets a nice big cue
to stop.
To not keep going.
Yeah, because I've had it happen that people open this, oh, a rose, yeah. They just throw it away.
And you want to control the timing of the outcome.
Exactly. So you lift up the cloth carefully, and what do you see? Hold it up high, a nice rose for you or your friend. And then they open this further, and there they find their watch.
Okay, that was the simple solution.
Yes.
For the watch in the nest of boxes. That was back 25, 6 years ago, whatever, when you were still working in very simple and primitive ways. But you kept thinking about this project, and you came up with a different method.
True.
Which uses different ideas, the same basic effect, but it has different advantages, perhaps, over this.
Yes.
Well, let's see what that looks like.
Yeah. Well, you look happy, but you don't seem to be very much, do you? No. Okay. Fair enough. Well, because you have been so free in donating to this auction, I have a little present for you, and it's inside this box, which I haven't touched. And here, I will take off this cloth. You see there's a little box. And inside this little box is another little box. And as you can see, that's all closed at all sides. I'll open it up. And here is for you a beautiful... Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Show it over here. So okay. He's a master.
Okay. Well, that solution, I'm guessing, doesn't involve quite as long a reset as the first.
No.
That's one advantage right there.
Yeah. That's true, although I personally don't care too much about that, if the trick is strong enough. Yeah. But what for me was important, I got rid of the spectator in a way, because I would
because you
do
didn't
the
want to
unwrapping.
spend so much time
I would do
with
the
the person.
unwrapping, and it's more contained, because I also felt with the other version, maybe it's taking too long and gets boring, unless you have great lines and all that stuff, and are a great entertainer in that sense. But so I made a much simpler version. What I like about this version is there's a certain concept involved. The watch gets wrapped up in the thing while you unwrap it. The act of unwrapping wraps it up.
Okay.
Which I think is quite fascinating. Actually, I think there should be a way that you could give the spectator the watch without him realizing it, and that he packs it while unpacking
it.
Theoretically, this is possible.
But that'll be on the next set of tapes.
Well, maybe I will find that way. But theoretically, it's possible.
Because you're not done.
No.
This is
no.
The second out of three we're going to talk about, but that doesn't mean that that's the last one. Okay.
No, this is the beginning. This is the inner box. Let's talk about the inner box first. This is loose.
Okay.
And there are some magnets here. This is metal. And it fits on there. It's all gold. Now you see the lid, it has a recess.
Yes.
That's on purpose. I need that recess otherwise. And I'm going to put a ribbon around this. And this ribbon is a bit special. It's this is a piece of metal, and there is a magnet here embedded, so it stays a little bit, not much, but a little.
Okay.
So it's on top there, and these ribbons I tie together and make a little bow tie.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Now this part of the ribbon, you see here is it's attached
It's
more or
being
less,
held
yeah.
by the magnet.
This goes underneath there, and there is some wax at the end, and that is stuck there.
Okay.
So now I have this box, and I can show it all sides. That is really wrapped
And
nicely.
it looks to be just one normal
Yeah.
ribbon that's been wrapped around
But it
twice.
can open here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we come to the second box. And the second box is this one. And you notice there is all these squares with the gold line. And that's exactly what I have here on the inside. Now, this box doesn't have a back. And this lid is just the hinges. It's very thin.
Okay.
And it has an edge here.
Yeah.
Now this whole box I can push into there. So push it through.
Yeah.
And you could close it. Now,
So now you've got access to the inside box.
Yes, I
While it's already closed in the
well,
black box.
because this part
Yeah.
will become part of the top of this.
Ah.
So now it looks the same, but actually you're looking here at the
At
inside of the inner
flap of
box.
this box.
Yes. So that's and this has also gold edges. So if they would catch a glimpse at the side, it will sort of look the same as this. If they get a
There's
small
nothing
glimpse.
to grab the eye.
Now this is wrapped up in a handkerchief, and this is sort of like a also quite funny. It's, you take the corners together, you bundle them up a little, and you place them next to each other, but not inside. So these corners, they want to expand.
Yeah.
They're going to hold each other into place.
Ah, okay. So they're not actually tucked in.
No, no, no.
But there's enough bulk
Yeah,
there
that they hold
that they
each other-
sort of
yes,
spring apart
exactly.
and stay where they
Yes.
are against the very edge.
Now, this you have inside the table, out of view, which is the disadvantage of this method, that is out of view before. I had a table with sides which are funnel-like. So I could throw the borrow watch just into the table. It would hit the side and it would slide down and boom, and it's gone.
Uh-huh.
It's like quicksand because you
Yeah,
can't see
yeah,
it
yeah.
anymore. It just falls in.
It falls past those
Yeah,
bunched up,
it just
parts.
and it's gone.
Yeah.
So then later you could do this, take the box out. Now, you got to be careful when you remove this that you don't draw the watch.
Right.
But
Because it
in
could
this
get
method,
it could get hung up on the cloth.
Exactly. In this method, it's very important that you do it all very cleanly.
So you can take
That-
your
that-
time and make
that
sure the
they-
watch is not getting caught in the cloth.
But also that the people notice that you're not sneaking a watch in. Because that's a problem when you unwrap it yourself. So now I have this, and I throw this over my arm. So this becomes a screen for the people over there, and I can hold it like so. But the watch is in there.
So the watch is now already in the final
Yes.
container.
And now comes what I think is so beautiful. When I open the lid, I'm closing the inner box. So I'm putting the box, the back of this box in place by opening this lid. So this just comes there, and it contacts it. Now I lift it out, and you have this closed box. So by opening, by unwrapping,
yes,
you wrap it up. Okay, so you can show the box. You take this, and you just put it away. Oh, this you can also put away. And then you just open the box, and there indeed is
the
the
watch.
watch. Yeah. So it's a very simple method, but I like the concept of packing it in while unwrapping it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, this has advantages over the first method and disadvantages.
Absolutely.
Because on the one hand, it's more efficient. It certainly takes less time to prepare.
Sure. Yeah.
But the box is hidden. You have to go and get the box. But in your most recent version, which we saw on the tape, the box was sitting there at all times in view. You didn't touch the box.
No.
You lifted it by ribbons. And yet the watch got inside.
Yeah.
Why, how could that be?
Yeah, so do I wonder if... Let's have a look.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're set up and ready to see method number 3.
Yeah.
How old is this one? How long ago did you work out this method?
I think about 15 years or so.
About 15 years
Yeah,
ago.
I think
But
so.
it's continued to evolve.
Yeah.
So this is really version 3 point something. Okay, go
Like
ahead.
this
Let's
software, yeah.
let's see what's going on.
Well, to explain it, it's a little bit complicated because there's a lot of things going
as
on.
opposed to the earlier ones. Okay.
Yeah, they were relatively simple. Because there's so much going on at the same time, it's very easy to lose track. So let me try to explain in a simple way what happens.
Okay.
This table is special. There's a mechanism in it. And the watch, it gets here into the table, and underneath the tabletop, it goes underneath this box and gets into the alarm clock from underneath.
So once you put it into the table over here, it's going to be maneuvered.
It's going to make a small trip into the box. This box is open at the bottom. It will close, and so forth and so forth.
Okay.
So it's a complicated procedure.
And this is a one-man effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you don't have like munchkins or something, or
No. This is
people,
just.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's first have a look at this box, which holds the alarm clock. Now, the alarm clock is in 2 parts. This you can unscrew. This is the base, and there's a screw thread there. Now, the screw thread can go off, and this is a carrier which is inside the table and will move from here to there and up into this thing.
Okay, so this part is not actually going to start off in the box.
No.
It's going to be somewhere
In
inside
the
this table.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, sorry. And this is screwed on.
Screwed together.
Yeah. Now, the screw thread is made in such a way it cannot bind. It's always easy to start open. So that if they would have to get it off the alarm clock, they wouldn't pull it off.
They can't pull off the quick attachment.
You see that it has a wooden rim,
Yeah.
which is slightly conical. So it's easy for it to drop on there.
It's a beveled rim.
Yeah.
And the weight of it is such that, and then the magnets hold it.
Yeah,
Once
there's
it's
a whole
there,
series of
bang.
magnets there, rare earth magnets, which hold this metal ring.
Metal rim.
And that just falls on there.
Okay.
Okay. Now, here is the tabletop. There's 2 holes, an entry hole and an exit one.
All right.
This is the entry one.
Yes.
The watch will go in there. And this is the exit one where it will go up. So this is the another opening.
All right.
Now, let's put this to the side again. I'll show you the inside of the table. But before I do this, there's an interesting detail because it's about this thick, the table.
Yeah.
And, of course, you could use illusion ways, or what illusion is used like a...
For wedge bases and so forth.
And so
to
forth.
give false perspective.
I tried this to make it look thin without that type of method. Because when I am on the stage, at a certain point, I grab the table and place it here.
And because your hands are holding a very thin edge, the assumption is that the cloth is large, but the tabletop is thin.
Yeah. And also this hand, it really holds it as if it's a thin table.
But you're about to show us
you
it's
can
not.
see, no, it's quite thick.
Yeah.
And this edge, you see it is wide, and it's beveled a little bit.
Yes.
Which sees to it that the cloth
So you actually, there's a little bit of an
play,
edge here that makes it look like the table is maybe about half an inch
exactly
thick.
Yeah, it's just very subtle, but anyway, that I put in. Let me get off the table top, and here we have the base of the table. You can see this is all made from carbon. How do you call it? A sort of plastic.
Molding, some sort of.
Yeah. And this corner is made thin so that I can grab it. Here there is a hole so that I can grab it.
So that's how you get. These are your two thin areas.
Exactly.
So that when you press against the cloth, the illusion is that the whole table is thin. And now on the inside of the table.
Well, there's this track.
Yeah.
I'll explain to you what this track is about.
Okay.
This is the track.
Suspiciously the same size as the alarm clock.
Yes.
Okay.
So this alarm clock in the beginning is resting here and is going to be transported through that track, and it will arrive here.
All right.
And at this point will be the bottom of that blue box later on. But we'll come to that later on. Okay. Now I need a way to push this thing there.
Yeah.
And that's underneath the tabletop.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the tabletop and see what we've got there. This is a... Now don't watch this contraption, forget it for the time being. This is the... Here, don't laugh, Max. This is serious stuff.
Why should the people at home be the only ones who are allowed to laugh at this point? Because you know what's going on to the viewers at this point. They're all going, he's nuts, but in a good way.
Okay, thank you. Now, here is basically, now we're looking from the underside.
Yeah.
Here, this is how it gets pushed in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I needed something to push it.
Yeah.
I could make a very simple lever to push this thing.
Yes.
But then the box could not close because this pusher is there. So I need something which pushes it and goes back.
Right.
Out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't want to waste time in front of the audience when I grab this table and push a lever and push it back.
You wanted to do it all in one motion.
Yeah, that takes otherwise too long.
And
so that's why...
That's what this does.
Yeah, because here I have this thing.
Yeah.
When I push it, this thing goes there.
But in a continued push,
and it retracts
comes back.
Exactly. So in one moment, I can push it in.
Now, is there a name for this mechanical design? Does this exist in other
there's sort
places?
of. Well, basically, there's a dead point in it. See, this is a dead point, and it goes through a dead point. There's many mechanisms which have a dead point, and they're all through it.
I'll take your word for it. Okay.
Anyway, that's
so one push and it gets pushed in and retract, and the pusher is retracted.
Now there's a little problem with this type of mechanism because it's going to make a lot of noise.
All right.
Which you don't want.
Yeah.
So that's why this whole tabletop is made of stainless steel, which is heavy.
Yeah.
And this is made of aluminum, which is not heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I have a mechanism which moves, which is light in weight, it has not enough energy to make the heavier weight tremble.
Aha.
Because
so by deliberately going with a heavy tabletop, you stabilize the...
yes, because because otherwise it might start to work like a sounding board, and you hear juk juk juk. I know. It does that.
From earlier versions of the table.
Of course.
Okay.
And also you see these anchoring points where it's attached. This is rubber blocks. It's not really touching anything. It's just the rubber blocks which make connection with the tabletop, so to just dampen some of the sounds.
So there's never metal against metal?
No. And any trembling in here will not be transported to the air, and if it gets transported, it will be minimized by the weight.
Gotcha.
Okay. Good. Now here is the trap door. This little trap door, which coincides with the lines of the.
This is the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this is a very simple trap because there is no springs or anything.
Yeah.
But you can see this type of deal. There is a weight here.
Yes.
And it's like a, I don't know how you would call it, but anyway, this can go all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
And the weight will push it.
Right,
up.
so it's a basic kind of seesaw device.
Yeah.
But the weight means that when it's at rest, it always is up. This part is up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this side's
yeah,
heavier.
yeah. But this line is longer than this one because this goes all the way to the bottom of my table and all the way to the top, and this is traveling a shorter distance than that. Otherwise, I would not have space enough to make it move.
Right.
But you can see it's very simple. It's just a hinge here
very simple.
and 2 hinges there. It's not more complicated than a regular door, who has also 3 hinges. So let's put this in place.
All right.
Now here, there is a little slit here.
Yeah.
A slit, and this lever comes through the slit there.
Okay, this is the lever that is going to do this pushing and retracting.
Exactly.
So that slides through the slot.
Yeah. So now the table is like that. Take this a bit away. So, okay. Now, we take this. I can push it in here. Now here, I have the alarm clock.
Yes, the bottom part.
Now, if you just push this down with your fingers a little bit, Max.
Yeah.
When I push this lever.
Yes. It delivers
it
the...
comes there.
It scoots right in.
Yeah. And the thing retracts.
And and it gets out of the way.
Okay.
And by the way, the surface that it's sliding on is
Teflon.
Teflon, so
to make it
no
very
friction.
smooth. Yeah. And also this is I made very smooth to have it slide easily.
Is there a sort of plastic coating on
yeah,
this?
this is just a plastic, but it's
Okay,
I
so
polish
it's
smooth.
very
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
So that because there's no noise and there's
No.
I mean the
Okay.
movement is very quick.
Now there is one thing.
Yes.
Which is important because if I'm going to push this lever, I exert pressure, but basically I'm going to push over the table. I will push the table away.
Right.
So that's why I need to have some counterforce. That's why there is a little pin here.
There's a pin sticking up here.
Yeah. So this finger goes against this
just to
pin.
give leverage to your...
So I can push without moving the table out of the way. So that's how I can push.
So this allows you to get the leverage for your thumb action. Without the risk of upsetting the table.
Exactly. Okay. Now that was that. Now we come, let that be for the time being. Now we come to the little box. The little box, the bottom can go down. Should get this out of the way. And I have another key here. I need to have a, because that locks, the bottom locks in place.
Okay.
This bottom can go down and up, but once it's up,
it's locked into place so that the spectator can't inadvertently open the
Now there's
bottom.
tiny holes here which you can't see, even I can't see them really. And
now, we should make it clear, you're not using a key at the moment. You're using
this is a little pin. And there is holes there to unlock the bottom.
So if you push the pin into the
there
holes
is,
in the side,
there's tiny holes.
it will release some sort of a mechanism that's
indeed
locking the bottom into place.
And that might be...
And you have to sort of feel for it?
Yeah.
Because it's a small, they're small holes.
They're small and... Okay, I got... Now this side is released.
Okay.
Now I'm going to release this
same on
side.
the other side.
Okay. Number 1 or 3. Okay. So...
And now the entire bottom is loose.
Yes. And you see this is a three sides box.
So it's sort of like a drawer.
Yeah.
But that
exactly.
goes up and down vertically.
Now, if you look here on the inside, you see these strips of nylon.
Yeah.
Can you see the strips of nylon there? They're like springs. Mm-hmm. And here, when it comes, there's a little corner which clicks over the spring, and that locks it.
So there's an edge. On
Look.
the top of this.
Yeah, I show you
shelf.
here. This is these edges.
Right.
They click
when this,
over.
When this passes up.
Yeah, it's like this, and it kluk,
Yeah.
and it can't go down again.
Because it's like this, the nylon is,
Yeah.
is like a plastic spring.
And here you can see the hole easier. That's where
so
I
this
prick
is how,
through.
So the hole is what you're doing here is pushing back the
Yeah.
nylon spring to allow it
to go down
this,
again.
tab to clear
Yeah.
again.
There is 4 of them, 2 on each side. And just work this in again. Now, this is there, but to get it up, there is a thread connected to both sides.
Yeah.
And that thread is quite long and goes through this ribbon, which is a double ribbon. And here is the point where the thread comes through and goes into the other one. So if I put my finger here, I can move this up and down. And when my finger is exactly at the knot of the 2 ribbons, then it's locked. So by just grabbing the ribbon and pulling, I'm pulling up the inside of this little chest.
Okay, so this is essentially an evolution of the J.J. Kolar cut and restored string trick with the straw.
Yes, sort of, yeah, indeed.
Except
indeed.
on steroids.
Yeah. So this is how you pull it up.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is inside the box, the table
The
here.
trap.
Okay.
So the trap has now been pushed down flush with the bottom
Yeah.
of the
Exactly.
hidden insert.
Exactly. Now the idea is when this goes up, the inside,
it's going to pull close
automatically the
drawer with the clock inside it.
Yeah, but also the trap door will move at the same space, same
Right,
time, same.
because of its weight.
Yeah, yeah, because
on its seesaw
yeah.
weight.
So when it goes up, it's closed
Mm-hmm.
when it's up. Okay. So this is here. So if this would be the situation, basically this is pushed in there.
Zap.
And it's
it
in
goes
there.
across. It's in.
And then when I lift this ribbon, it's going up.
And
will
eventually
be
it'll
closed.
lock the box
Exactly,
closed.
exactly. Okay, now, of course, it also needs this to go on there.
Right.
All right.
And that can't fall to the bottom of the box, because if it falls into the drawer, then
No.
it can't attach
No.
to the
Actually,
container.
the moment this makes contact
Yeah.
with the rest of the alarm clock, it makes a lot of noise. And I tried several ways, and eventually I came to a simple idea, well, sort of, that the moment the spectator opens the chest,
Yeah.
that's the moment these two make contact. So I let the spectator do some work as well. Anyway.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Huh? Now, here is 2 hooks. Huh? These hooks...
Yeah, because there was extra space in the box, you might as well put something in it, so...
Yeah, well, it's necessary.
Okay.
Okay. These hooks, they can move this way.
Yeah.
And they can move that way.
All right, so they're
Okay.
on a hinge, but
Yeah.
they're also on another hinge.
Yeah.
So they're okay.
And I hook the whole top onto these 2 little hooks.
Okay, so
It's
what
just hanging
what
there.
appear to be normal watch winding
are actually to hold the
handles
thing there.
are actually for the purpose of these hooks,
Yeah.
which are now the
Yeah.
back of the clock is hanging off of the hooks.
Yeah. So the alarm clock, the big part, comes underneath. This whole deal goes up.
Right.
But when it's up, it doesn't make contact yet.
It hasn't come close. It's almost close enough, but not close
It's just
enough.
like 2 or 3 millimeters in between them.
Okay.
So the beveling part is in.
Yes.
But it's not making contact.
Because of the beveling, it's very close, and it can only go in the right direction. The
Exactly.
beveling has got it all
of course,
lined up.
Of course.
But there's still about 1/8 of an inch
Yeah, exactly.
left to go, and that's preventing the noise from happening.
Yes,
yet.
because at the moment the magnets make contact, so you would hear a lot of noise if I pick up the box.
Okay.
Now to prevent, because this can move a little bit, that
Yeah.
one side makes contact,
Yeah.
there's these 2 little knobs here. They push on these 2 knobs.
These 2 knobs that also look like they're part of a normal
Yes.
alarm clock.
And these sort of keep it exactly straight.
So they
it doesn't wobble. It keeps it fixed in space. Now, let's have a look at the lock.
Okay.
Because here is this lock. There's this little hook
Yeah.
which goes into there to lock the chest.
Yeah, that's how
Normal locks
a
work.
relatively simple lock works.
Now, I don't know if you can see, but here's these black threads.
Yeah.
These are nylon threads.
Okay.
They go to the front.
Yeah.
And the lock is like a reel, a drum.
Okay, so when you turn the lock,
the threads
it pulls
are turned.
the threads onto the drum.
Yeah, I'll show you here. When I open, I continue. Now you see the threads are tightening.
They're getting tight.
And
Yes.
They're pushed away.
And they pull the little
they pull the hooks off.
away.
And because this thing cannot move, it just drops down. So when you open the lock, this is released. The spectator does that, so that's nice. So this is here, and this is there. Okay. Now you have to be careful that you don't move the key too much. Just very slightly. Okay, got it.
Okay. So
that's
now,
here.
inside this box, there is the face of the clock. No, the back of the clock, rather. The back of the clock, which is hanging off of two
little hooks
that can pivot in two different directions.
Yes.
And it's being stabilized by two little felt things that they're pushing down. And there are little pieces of thread that will be pulled taut by the drum when it's turned in the key, which will release the back of the clock.
Okay. Correct. Okay. Now, here we have this piece of metal which is covering this, so it looks closed. The ribbon, the thread here is more or less pulled around this little, where the lever is.
Yeah.
Then I have this, which is a list. This envelope has a magnet in it. This is metal, and it's covered with Teflon, so it's very easy to slide. At a certain point, I put that here, this envelope, and it will make contact with this thing.
Allowing you to pull away this...
Allowing me to push it away easily. When I come with this, and I also place the purse on the table, I can just push it away and open the space. All right. Now, I'll use my own watch for the purpose, but the watch is stolen from here and is held behind this.
Right, so you have vanished the watch in your cummerbund or in your pocket, as we discussed at this point a few hours ago. But you've now stolen it out behind the purse.
Yeah. So, and you give the person his 30 cents, and there is the key to this box. Now, I've indeed not been near it and not touch it. Then you push this to the side, and you drop the watch.
The watch into
the
alarm clock.
Yeah. So it's now sitting in the alarm clock here.
All right.
So then you grab.
But the purse now, of course, is covering the hole. So.
Yes. And then I say, I will give you this key. And while I say that, I grab this, but I push against this little knob, but my finger also goes through the ribbon.
So simultaneously you're pinching against that little raised
and I show this
thing.
And I take this up.
And it's now done.
Yeah.
As you're coming up here, this, by the counterweight,
this goes up.
Comes closed.
It's up.
The bottom has been brought up.
Yeah. So now
and everything is now
inside.
Because the little track has moved and the pusher has retracted.
Done his work,
And
it has gone up in the elevator, and now it's waiting to be closed officially. So, because it's still hovering above the bottom part.
Yes, so the big noise hasn't happened yet, because they're close but not all the way.
And then the turning of a key could be the turning of a key.
So the noise we just heard was the
actual
closing
of the alarm clock.
Completing its being closed, but it sounded right.
And now you can also see that these hooks are not attached anymore.
They're out of the way.
So you can take these out.
And there's an alarm clock.
There's an alarm clock. Sorry.
Yeah.
And this can be screwed off.
And I should point out, in case anyone hasn't noticed that he's got little arrows.
Yeah.
Little arrows, so that if the spectator doesn't know what counterclockwise means,
he knows.
He has a visual guide.
Yeah. I'm quite helpful.
Yeah.
No, but you see, if a person does, the wrong way around, he might do something like this,
right.
And this is no good because you want the people to think that this
it
is
takes
really
a hard
this is
amount of
some
time
work. This is some work to get it out.
The clock.
And there is the watch, and that's the trick.
Well, as Marshall Brodeen is wont to say, it's easy when you know how.
Yes.
He's a master.
He's a master.
Done deal. Done deal.
Pause. I want to change the.
In the beginning, I came back in that studio about 7-8 times. Before you can make a parody of something, you have to show the people the original first, because otherwise they will not understand the parody. And it's also in certain tricks, they are in a way a play on a trick. You have to know the original before you can appreciate this certain play. It's the same with this trick. It is a coins across, and it's 2 phases. And in the first phase, it's just relatively straightforward. And that's just to show the audience what it is, coins moving from one hand to the other. In the second phase, there is a certain play going on with a coin which doesn't want to go. When I constructed this routine, in the beginning, I had the parody phase in the beginning, and it didn't work. So there's 2 phases here. The box is like a Boston box, but the coin is not glued in. There is a space there for a coin. This is about a $1 coin. And there is 3 more plus a copper one in there. Okay. I take off this lid and show that there are 3 coins. 3 silver coins and a copper one. When I take them out, I'm sure I take care that I don't see the copper coin yet. Put the 3 silvers here, and then I show the copper coin there. On this copper coin there is an owl. I tell the person on this side, look, there's an owl there. So they start looking, which allows me to close the box, take it off, and have the extra coin here. And while they are looking, I can palm the coin. Then I take these 3 and I show it to this person. So they're looking. Now this is a form of attention control where their attention gets very concentrated on a small detail. So they want to see, oh yes, I can see the coin. I see the little owl there. While they're watching, I have these 3 coins here and 1 coin palmed. I throw these only 2 and I keep 1 behind. And while I clink them, I palm the coin here. So this covers the sound. Alright, now basically I'm 2 coins ahead because I have 2 coins here, 2 coins there. And I say that this little owl attracts the coins. I do this and I drop 1 coin. So 1 coin has flown. Now it's nice because I'm still ahead. I don't need to do anything. I take the coins again, show these, palm 1 actually. And there is the second one, without any movements or counting from hand to hand. This gives a moment of like, how do you call it, amazement. Then I go pull up this sleeve, but this hand goes underneath here, so I drop the coin, pull up the sleeve, take this one, throw it in the air, which allows me to palm the coin in the left hand. Here. Take this coin here, take these, the last one, and now I do several things at the same time. I grab this box and I move these backwards and I keep 1 underneath the fingers to build a little bit of suspense, and I kick it. And when you kick it, it just shoots forward. So the attention goes there. Here's still the extra coin. I open the box, and basically I drop the coin from here in this hand. And by opening the box, that covers the sound that they come together. I take the copper coin, it goes in there. Now I need to turn over the box. So I take these coins, place them there. That gives me, they're concentrated here so I can turn over the box. Put the lid on there, shake it, place it on the hand, and the coin penetrates the hand. And I show that the box is empty. this sequence, this whole sequence with the copper coin penetrating the hand, allows me to bring the silver coin underneath the box and I get rid of it. So now I have just the 3 silver coins and the copper one. While they're still reacting, I take these 3, throw 2 in this hand. And I say, you know, this coin can fly also because it's a bird. I do this, and it's a laugh. Now this whole thing makes them forget that this hand handled the silver coin, so they don't think I have a silver coin here. Then I said, no, I'll do it visibly now, and I pretend that the copper coin has to fly. But it turns out to be a silver. And this is in a way, now we get into the phase where it's like a parody of what has gone before. And I look up, show the copper coin, like, okay. Put it there. Now I make a click pass, which is, I have this coin and I do this. So they hear a click, but I don't do anything. I just go underneath and close the hand. So you hear this click. Then this coin is taken. I have 2 silver coins and a silver and the copper one here. Now, from this point, it becomes very difficult to get that silver coin because they're watching out now. Well, maybe you don't want to make the copper coin go. Maybe you are going to steal the silver. So I take this and I do this little thing. I say, okay, this coin has to go from here to there. And this is a bit of a suspicious move. But I don't steal anything. But when I do that, the hand closes and it pushes the coin to the side. And then I say, no, nothing happened. Just the 2 coins, and you make the hand pinching move. It's the copper one which has to go. So, you have the 2 there. The copper one has to go. Hop. Then I look. It's the 3 silver coins here and the copper one there. Now, when I'm showing these coins, and then this one, these are squared and placed between the fingers like this. And I show this one. This is actually a move from Juan Tamariz, based on the move of Ross Bertram. I'm going to put these 3 silver coins in this hand by doing, say, well, it has to go from there to there. And you change the coins over to the other hand. Ross Bertram had this type of move where the coins were held this way and it's a bit hard. And Juan came to the idea of doing the coins between the fingers this way because the hands are at a right angle, so it's much easier to clip these coins there. So I say this coin, it has to go from there to there. Yeah, so you just clip it between those fingers while you make the movement. Then I do this, hop. And when I make this grabbing movement, I let those coins fall in the hand. So you get, and they think they hear the sound here, and it's all gone. And you let the coins drop out of your hand like, ugh. So then they have flown back to the copper coin. All right, when they are reacting to this, I take all the coins, pretend that the trick is over. The copper coin I drop on the fingers, while I put the 3 silver coins in here. At that point, this copper coin is in a great position to push into the palm here. So it looks like this, and you palm the copper coin. You close the hand, and at the same time you turn over the box, put this lid on. But basically there's no attention on this because they think that the trick is over. And then I say, oh, you know that the copper coin can also escape. Now lift the box, leave the 3 coins behind, show the box, so you see the 1 coin there. It will crawl out of the box when I count to 3. When I say that, I have it first palmed in the classic palm, and when I count to 3, I let it fall into the finger palm, and I make this gesture. Now, imagine that a coin could crawl out. Because the text is also, it will not disappear or appear. No, I say it will crawl out. So you imagine a coin coming out. It's very interesting. So they're very attentive to this point to see it crawl out, whatever that will be. So I count 1, 2, 3, and I do this movement, and I say, between the word 2 and 3, I'm going to put this coin into my eye. Because the moment of greatest attention is never at the moment when it happens. It's just before. You also have it in photographs. If Dracula is biting the girl in the neck, when he's actually biting, that's not an interesting photograph. But when he's about to bite, that's an interesting photograph. Okay, it's the same here. When it's about to happen, that's interesting. So between 2 and 3 is the most interesting point. I say it will come out at 3. 1, 2, 3. And then there is only the silver coins. It's not there. And you just play it until people see that indeed the coin is in your eye. Oh la la. And then you give up and start another trick.
Some really classic magic. Great.
Maybe a way to study and practice this technique without this.
The card through the handkerchief is seen by a lot of people as a rather mundane trick, and for sure it may not be the most earth-shattering miracle, but I think that still for people it's an interesting trick. For magicians maybe it's old hat, but there is some interesting points here. I will first explain the mechanics of the trick and then tell you a little bit more about what I found over the years. Normally you would palm the card and get it underneath the handkerchief one way or another, and I found a way where you don't need to palm the card at all, and it's rather direct. Basically you start with having a card chosen, it goes into the deck, and you show it to people. You push it into the fan, but up to a certain point there you start to squeeze and you don't put it in further. So when you close the deck, then it is sticking out at this edge here. It's this chosen card. Now if it's too little, you can move it a little bit down when you square the deck. I hold the deck like this and I grip the chosen card with the little finger there. I take the handkerchief, show it that it's solid, and wrap up the deck. And in this moment the card gets underneath the handkerchief. Now basically I take, without the handkerchief, I take the deck, move it away, and the card stays there. Now the important thing here is that when you show the handkerchief, you don't want to move the left hand. Because if you would move the left hand, it would be as if you put something underneath the handkerchief. If you don't move it at all, it looks less like you put something under. To ensure that I don't move my hand, I sort of lock this elbow in there. And I really keep it rigid to not move it at all. So I just show this and put the deck there. And that's how you get the card under there. You fold the handkerchief up this way. Now when you fold up the back, you have to be careful that you don't fold the corner over the corner of the card, the handkerchief. So sometimes you just push it this way so that it gets to the side. This is a little bit exaggerated, but be sure it's at the side. Then comes the point where you want to shake it out. I find it helps if you just shake without moving it out. So you just shake it lightly. And then to just make a little bit more magic. Like it didn't work. Okay. And then you do it. Because that increases the tension and makes it more exciting. Now, one of the things which I learned, and some things are very obvious, but it takes a long time to realize that, to find the obvious. I always did this trick that I had the card, I put it in the deck, had it an in jog there, and I would turn the deck around to just have the card come out faced towards the audience. And it's a lot better, because actually I did an extra move to have it come out face to the audience. But it's a lot better to have it come out with the back towards the audience, because it's something which has to do with what I call spoon feeding. Because when you do this, oh, there's a lot of cards here this time. Anyway, when you do this, the card comes out with the back. They don't know what it is yet. And then later they know it's the chosen card. Because spoon feeding the audience, what it is basically all the information you want to give it in small pieces. And in a lot of tricks you give information too much at the same time. You can compare it to a baby. If you have a baby and you want to feed the baby, you take a spoon, you give, and it gets it in the mouth, swallows it, and you give another spoon. Now you would never give suddenly an empty spoon, because the baby will cry. Neither will you give a shovel of food, because again the baby will cry. And the audience is the same. You give spoon by spoon, you give the information. And you never give an empty spoon. You never give 2 or 3 spoons at the same time. You don't give a shovel, you just give 1 spoon at a time. So it must always be swallowable. And in this case, when the card comes out with the face from the handkerchief, you would be giving 2 spoons. The card penetrates, and it is the chosen card. It's better to have it come out first with the back. The card goes through. That's 1 piece of information. And it is the chosen card. And it also allows you to make a nicer build-up dramatically, of course. But if you look at your tricks, and it's not a bad thing to do, to have a look at all of your tricks and see how much information am I giving here. Because it's very easy to give 2 spoons without realizing. And if you give it one by one, it becomes more clear, and they won't cry.
Very slowly. Okay.
That's funny.
You will get every chance.
There was this one where, like, I picked a card, and then he found it. It was great.
I did shoot a lot of pictures.
As a magician, of course, it's necessary that you are believable, that people believe what you are doing. And one of the things to help this is that you have a good construction. And I'm talking especially about the acting. If you have a bad script, you can give it to a great actor, but he will have a hard time making it believable. And it's the other way around as well. If you have a very good logical build-up, it becomes easier to make it believable. And this is especially so with tricks which seemingly go wrong. Many times you may have seen a magician and he pretends that something goes wrong, but you know from the beginning that it's only pretense. And that kills the dramatic value of it. In this trick, which is everywhere and nowhere, it's a plot from Hofzinser. I try to structure the routine in such a way that people really believe that I make a mistake. Now, when you make a trick like that, you have to ask yourself, what would really happen if I would find the wrong card? Now, let's say you produce a card, a chosen card, and it's the wrong one. And what would go on in your mind? You think, oh, it went wrong. And you try to make it not so important. And you will dismiss it. And then you try to give it a second attempt. But the second time you find the card, you will have to sort of search for it, and okay, and you adjust, and you just make the card appear any way you can think of at that moment, which is probably not as strong a trick as what you originally planned. If that would also be the wrong card, then you would get into panic. And you would not even try so hard anymore to make this spectacular. You would just say, okay, is it this one then? And after that you might not even take the trouble to take the card out of the deck. You would just say, well, was it the 10 of spades then? So the revelations get less and less spectacular. That would be a normal way to be when you are in trouble. And this trick is constructed that way. Basically, you need for this trick an extra card, which is a double facer. It is a 2 of hearts and a king of spades. It could be anything, but this is what I have. 2 more 2s and the regular king. I start by forcing the card by doing a Hindu shuffle, and they say stop. I show the card, and then I slap the deck together, and immediately there is a sense like, oh, like I missed the card. So I want to already tell them a little bit, this might go wrong. Then I seem to be confident after that, and I do this, hop, and there is a card there. And it's the wrong card. I slide it out. Now, of course, this is the double facer. And here, here, I have the other 2s and the king. I put the deck together so that the other 2s and the king are on top. And this is not the card. Then I start looking through the deck. I do that on purpose because seemingly I'm trying to locate the card which I think it was. Then I separate the deck like this, a little bit careful. I'm looking. Here is another 2. I riffle the cards together, push this a little bit further, hold the deck like this, and make it appear that way. So there's another 2. So this is a less spectacular. This is also not the card. Now I put the deck together and I go to the 2 of spades here. I cut it to the top and I say, is it the 2 of spades then? And they say, no. Was it the 2 of diamonds? And when I asked that question, because the last 2 I'm not even taking out of the deck, while I'm asking that question, I go down and make a top change like that, and I put it here. Was it the 2 of diamonds? It was also not the 2 of diamonds. Oh. Now, for magicians this may not work, but for people they think, oh, the magician thinks I had a 2. So maybe he glimpsed the card or whatever. And I'm completely off with the card. So, no, it wasn't that. And I say, what is it? Well, in the show you saw they refused to tell me. Okay. Normally they do, but it doesn't matter so much. You take this card, because now you don't need to change it, and you rub it here, and it changes to the king. Now, as far as the audience is concerned, you found the card, the trick is over. And that allows you to relax, and the both hands go down, and you can exchange the card again and put it on the table. Then I take this card, and here I have a break under the king. Rub it on the sleeve and underneath, and it changes to a king as well. Now, the third card to change, because this is a double facer, I turn it over. Because it's a double facer, you can turn it over this way. And now you have the 2 of hearts here, the double facer. So I rub it there, and I ask a spectator on that side, and I say, turn it over. So all the attention is there, which allows me to make another top change. And this is a weird top change, because you have a face-up card, and you change it for a face-down card, and I place it there. Now I take this card, and it has changed as well. This card I cleanly place there. So they see there's really a king there. Now on the deck I still have this double facer with the king facing that way. I turn this hand this way, and at the same time I palm the card. By turning, I palm the card, which I do by just pulling up the card. It's a very fast way of palming the card. I turn over the deck and make a color change. And then I show that the card is all over the place. Basically, I do a Hindu shuffle, but if you do a Hindu shuffle this way, they could follow maybe what's going on. So I change the direction. I do this, and I do that. And I show to different people. And then it goes on to the bottom. So the whole deck is King of Spades. I take this card and cover the deck immediately by turning it. Now these 3 cards, they think they are King of Spades as well. I grab all 3 of them and make this change, and now the 3 2s. let me take it back. So there's a king here and the two twos are there. You go underneath it and the top card you retain in your hand. So they can see there is the 3 twos again, like there were before. You make a top change. You show this, it's all different. And all the cards are different again. Now you see in this whole construction, the whole thing was meant to make people really believe I got the wrong card and how that is built up. So the proper way to find what you should do is to imagine what you would be doing in reality and construct the trick that way. This is everywhere and nowhere. Usually it's done with glasses, which makes it more like a showpiece. And in this way I've done it more like an acting piece, which makes it look almost like a different trick.
Nice shot.
And the timing was about what you wanted?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Happy shrimp is a clean shrimp.
I gotta see both faces. I think, oh, there, oh, there it is.
I would think that pretty much every magician who is watching this tape, at some point, no matter what type of magic they specialize in, at some point they have tried an ambitious card routine. It's a classic, it's one of the most simple and direct and effective plots in card magic. And pretty much most of them have also, I'm sure, done a signed card that winds up in an unexpected place, in their wallet or in a box or a jar or something. And in the performance you did earlier, you did exactly that. You did an ambitious card routine with a climax where the card ended up in a little box. And you got a standing ovation. Now, I'm sure many of the people watching think that before the show, Louis Verlanger came out and said to the crowd, stand up because it'll look really good on camera. But in fact, they were not given that suggestion. They didn't know it was the last trick you were doing.
No.
But they just spontaneously jumped to their feet, excited by this routine. Now, I've seen a lot of ambitious card routines, and a lot of card to impossible occasions, but they don't usually get standing ovations.
No.
How did you do that?
Well, maybe it's the result of 30 years of doing it.
Okay, so this is something that's evolved over a long period of time. And I imagine you have a lot of very detailed thinking as to exactly why you do each portion of the sequence.
Oh, sure.
Well?
It's, well, a lot of people may not realize this, but the routine actually is Dave Vernon's routine, what was published in Stars of Magic. It's exactly the same build-up. I one time showed this in Dave Vernon's, so I said, well, it's your routine. He says, no. I said, yes. He says, no. I said, yes. But the only thing is, every move I've put in another one, which suits me better, but the basic setup and how you handle the people psychologically is exactly the same.
So structurally, this is Dave
Vernon's routine.
Routine from Stars of Magic.
Yeah.
Except that you've changed the handling and the details.
Yeah. But the way people are played with in their brain is the same way. And there is, of course, some small details which make some of the things stronger. For instance, in this routine, the whole thing is like this. At first, the theme is set, because the people don't know what the effect is to be. It's a signed card, it goes into the deck, it's on top. Then they know, okay, but it goes too quick. They're caught by surprise because the trick is so quick. Then I do it the second time, and then they know what the trick is about.
Okay,
the card goes
so
to
the second
top.
Time, because the first time they might have said, oh, I wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah,
It happened too
and
fast.
the second time they know what the effect is about, and from that point on, they can start watching.
Now
For
they're
how
really,
it
really
might work.
burning you.
Yes. And because they're burning me, I can't do anything. So I start to clown around a little bit in a way. I sort of, okay, it goes into the deck, and I know that they are suspicious.
You tease them into thinking they caught you.
Yeah, but it's almost logical that they think at this point in time, now wait a minute, he's doing it so clean, this cannot be the card. And when you then show that gives a relaxation. And then I pretend to switch it and oh, wait a moment, he did that well, he's clever, but wait, and I saw it, sorry. No. And then it sort of they give up. They don't know anymore what to, because it seems spontaneous that it's no, it's not on the top from the beginning. And then I do that it's upside down, which is a whole different sequence. So they have no handle on how to grasp it.
Right, because you've changed the structure.
Yeah. Anyway, there are a few things which I find sometimes when people do the ambitious card, a card writers do, okay, there it is, now I'll put it in, boom, boom, there it is. They treat it as if it's a nothing. Now, if it's a nothing, then it will be appreciated as a nothing.
Why waste my time? Yeah.
Sure. So, once, let's say this is the card, they've chosen one of the cards, and they don't know yet what's going to happen, but I keep it very still. I say, look, this card is the important card, and this doesn't move. It goes into the deck, and when I do this, now here is of course this angle for the tilt. I keep it a little bit like this, and then my hand goes like this, so I can move it a little bit like so. When I do this, hop, it goes to the top.
And your sides, when you make that tilt, you're covering both sides.
Yeah.
So the people, even if they're
Sure.
sitting very close
Although
by,
I must admit that on this side they can't see it so well. But that's okay.
No, but the point is they can't see the fake part either.
No.
You're blocking,
Sure.
blocking any
Yes.
possibility of the people on the sides
Yes.
seeing that you've lifted a card and they're only placing it under one.
Yeah. And
Do an exposed tilt so that they know what it is that they're not supposed to see.
Okay. So I should keep it consistent. This is what they are not supposed to see.
So he's the illusion of depth. So from here it looks like it's going in the middle of the deck.
But when I keep my hand here,
you're masking that side, and your
you push
left
it in.
hand masks that side.
And then it goes to the top. Now I hardly move the hand. It goes to the top. I don't touch it. I don't do things or just only this. And I make a pause. And it's on the top. And then I went too fast. Okay. Sorry, it's my enthusiasm. I'll do it slow. Now, you get this problem. I have a double card here. And you have to put it on the deck and then do this. This is, you don't want people to remember that you put it back on the deck. So, I say, it's very simple. Look. Now, it seems it's like a top change with only one card. You don't exchange it, but it's like this hand goes forward with no card, but it's not clear if I drop the deck.
It's psychologically invisible. The gesture has such a logic.
Yeah, it's very simple. Look, it's about the middle. So they don't realize it has been on the deck. But also, I put in something extra here. I said, it's not exactly the middle. Now, most people think this way. I couldn't care less whether it's in the middle or not. Go on with the trick, and I want to see that it goes to the top again. And I want them to think that. I want them to be a little bit annoyed. It's not exactly the middle. But that's not so important. And then the people, no, of course, as if they know. Oh, no, it's not important. But I want them to think something else. So I'm planting a little thought, so that it comes to the top. It's harder to think back through the whole procedure. So they can't backtrack. Well, at this point they're suspicious. So I said, well, I will show it one more time so that you can see how it's not done. Really, the 3 of spades? It's honest so far? Yes. So they really, and then, so you know what, I'll even pull up the sleeves. And the whole deck goes underneath like this, and I put it in. Okay. Now, sometimes people go like this, all kinds of things. So that's fine. I said, no, it's really on the top. Sorry. I said, if it would be on top to begin with, that would be cheating. And I shuffle the cards so that they don't know anymore what was on top, because I want them to not know where the cards are. I said, but I appreciate it. And then I do this, and I continue like that, and they think, well, that was cleverly done. That was cleverly, yeah. And then I said, no. And he is not really trusting me, is he? And you start to play the people against each other. And then, well, you know what? Especially for you, I do it this way. And then they can really see, so you don't have to put your head on the table to watch, okay. And so this way you can see that all cheating is really honest. And they see it's really going in. So this is very clear. And I shall look. It's really there. Now this gives a certain relaxation, like, okay, yes, it is in the deck, now what? I make this separation, I take 2 cards more. And I say, well, it's a big advantage that it's upside down, but there's one small problem. The trick doesn't work. That gives a laugh, and at that moment, as late as possible in the laugh.
So you're feeling the audience's reaction.
Yes, but because if they laugh, if you would do the move when they start laughing, when
they haven't been carried away
no,
with the laugh yet.
But if there is a certain moment where I make the pass.
Well,
that's hard to explain. That's maybe 30 years of working. You'll get there. Anyway, I say no, because it has to show its face to come to the top.
So that's a turnover pass you did.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Should I go back to?
Why don't you just do it slowly so that the viewers know what a turnover pass is in this case?
It's 2 cards I have on top there.
Gonna break above those 2.
Yeah. And then when they are laughing, I do this.
But in the action of turning.
Yeah. And so, well, it should have to show its face to come to the top. And it's a little shy. Then with the finger under there, I make a break with 1 card, so they can't see that you make this preparation. So, but when you cover the deck, hop, the card rises. But never higher than there. And you freeze. You know, it's important to freeze these moments, otherwise it's gets too mushy. And this is a nice thing of Vernon, where I said when you turn over the card, and this is a very nice one because you have a double card here, you make a paintbrush change.
Yeah.
So it's another card now. And it comes to the top like that.
And it looks very delicate.
Yeah, very open and very clean. And then there is a... No.
What?
Your move.
What about it?
Should I put that in? No.
Why? Why not?
Okay. Anyway.
It's a damn good move.
Yes. But
he's whispering because the next move in the sequence is something I invented.
Yeah.
I'm proud that it's in your routine.
Okay. Now, once it's there, this is a very clean way it gets to the top.
Yeah.
And usually it's quite a shock because it's so fast and there's so little handling. That gives me the opportunity to put it on the second place while I sort of relax and I put it on the second place at the top.
Sit back, you actually insert it under the top card.
Yeah.
So.
And then comes this whole sequence of, sometimes I meet people who think I cheat. And that is a funny thing for people. And they say, well, not you, but the others at the other table, Oh, yeah, we know them, and you get all this stuff. And then I do a sequence of a rather creative magician from LA by the name of Max Maven. And I have the 2 cards here. Put this in the middle. Now, this is a double card, so you have to be careful. So I say, look, I keep this double side covered because I don't want them to focus too much and see it's a double card. Some people think I put in another card that is already there. Or that I do it with my fingers. Now it's covered with my arm at the side. I would do it with my fingers, but you're not looking. No. I'll do it here on the table. You can see I don't do anything with the fingers. Then I do this. They don't know the difference between 1 card and 2 cards clacking like that, so it doesn't matter. You turn down, this card goes into the deck. You push it in, and you lift off this piece, this half. Put the card there, but of course the card is here. I put this on, and I show the 2 fingers. And, well, this way I cannot cheat, etc., etc. And I'm not going too fast. No, you're not going too fast, okay. And I tell people, if you watch the side, you can really see it go up. Did you see it go up? Sometimes they say, yes, there's finally one who believes. If not, they say, well, neither did I. And there is the card. Now that's basically the ambitious card, what I do. The thing with the box, which finishes it, there is, I saw this the first time from Fred Capps in a lecture. And the principle is very simple. There's a card folded in there, which is underneath a thread, so it cannot fall out. Always stays in there. And the card basically is folded and you pretend to take it out of there.
Let's talk about a couple of things,
Yeah.
a couple of technical things first, because there's an awful lot to say about
Yeah.
this. When Fred did it, was the card on a thread or was it glued to the bottom?
It was on a thread.
It was. So
Yeah.
even when Fred did it back then, it could jiggle.
Yeah, it could jiggle a little bit.
Okay.
That's important because, well,
it helps
yeah,
to create
it helps
the illusion. And no one, as far as I know, has figured out who came up with this, or do you?
No, it's a bit unclear.
Because Fred told people that it was Bracco's, of German magicians, but Bracco says it wasn't.
Yeah.
That it wasn't his idea. So it seems to be a lost trail.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Well,
Okay.
I've also heard that they started with this, this little box where you put in a cube with different, or a dice with the numbers, and, you put it on the wrong side.
Yeah.
It started with that, I've heard. That Caps was playing with that, maybe
there's
Johnny
a
Thompson also
relationship or something, yeah.
to push it in that way, and then to pretend that it was there, things like that. It's
Lippincott boxes and other boxes that have loading chambers.
Yeah,
but this is such a good piece of psychology here.
Yeah, it's
the magic takes place after rather than before. The technical.
Sure.
They think the trick is over.
But
then
still,
you do the move.
Yeah. Although it's also it's a trick. Some tricks have what I call, you need to have the golden thought and you know what it is. Some tricks you need only one thought and you see through it. And this is one of those tricks.
Sure.
And that makes it a little bit harder to do also. You need to do quite precise, because otherwise people, well, maybe you only pretended to take it out, So it's okay. Many versions and have this lid is hinged.
Yeah.
Some versions have a lid which you can just take off. And that's very problematic, because if you you take off the lid, you make this shuttle pass type thing, then you have this box which you cannot turn your hand, so you have to take the lid and put it underneath that way, which is a bit hard. So I'm happy to have a hinge lid, because it closes by itself and there's no handling involved. Let me just fold up a card for the time being, and I'll show you the card fold later. So basically I have a card folded here. Because of the lid, it has this dome shape. That helps. And when you do this, it's like a hand. Okay. I show the card, I turn this hand face up, and it takes it. And it falls out. So that's the handling.
So the
for
illusion, they see the
yeah,
card jiggle.
Yes.
And then
And
they
then it's
apparently
okay.
see it
Yeah.
still jiggling.
Yeah.
And then you shake it out of the box.
Yeah, it falls out. So
So it delays it rather than the shuttle pass that it's normally used.
And then the thing immediately is that the moment it falls out, I want them to forget this. Out of sight, out of mind, so I palm it. Now, if they see that I have it palmed, I mean, just logically, I have it in my hand, but I don't want them to see the box anymore.
You're minimizing its existence.
Yes. So, and then there's the card. And one of the things is you have to build up the moment, because you can't just say, okay, well, here's your card. So they anticipate, and they think, no, this is not possible. So you look and you say, well, I first check, and then it's your card. And then when I give it to them, I put it on the table. At the same time, the box goes into the hand, into the pocket.
And again, the timing of the action is
the boom,
simultaneous.
boom. So that I've got rid of it, and they don't think about it anymore. It is out of existence. It's a very practical method, which resetting. I mean, there's nothing really practical. Of course, the point is also that I place it on the table in the beginning.
Yes, at the very. I mean, before the ambitious card routine, this was sitting right here.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to.
Yeah. Okay.
It's in view. People see it during the entire routine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small box, so it's not in the way of seeing the trick, but it's always in view.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I mean, there are some performers who do versions of this who would give the box to someone to hold.
Yeah.
you clearly don't think that's a good idea.
No. No.
Because?
Because if you are holding this box, it might seem like a better trick. But is it? Because you are holding it and everybody's seeing the trick and then ask you the box. You could be a Confederate. Here, everybody has a control over what is going on with the box. I don't have to trust another person.
Everyone is visually holding the box.
Yeah. So that is better than just one person, because here everybody is the safekeeper. Although they don't know and they are not watching all that well and they are distracted by a card trick going on. But anyway, so I think the effect is actually better to have it on the table. It's a stronger effect. Yeah. And again, it's something if with some impossible occasions, let's say the card vanishes and then you take it out of your wallet or things like that. I'm not saying it's wrong, but again, it's an element which is introduced which I didn't know about. But here it's introduced, so it doesn't fall out of the blue sky, out of nothing. It is there, I know the thing. Although during the trick they forget about the box. But eventually, oh yes, it doesn't come out of nowhere. So I think that's a little better. Yeah.
Well, I suppose we should talk about the way you fold the card.
Yeah.
Because the most standard method for folding a card quickly and in front of the audience without them knowing it is the Mercury card fold, which is in expert card technique. But that's not what you use.
No, because I get,
you get
three folds.
You get a smaller package.
Also, you know, if you have a card, if it's folded smaller, it's more effective. If the box is smaller, it's more effective. It's more cute, like you know, puppies, small. No, because if you only fold it in 4, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
this is cuter.
But smaller, it's cuter, and it also seems like it would have taken much more work.
Yeah.
So how could they not see you fold a card into 8ths?
Sure, I must have been out of the room or something. Yeah. Basically, what I do is you hold the deck like this. This is the beginning position. Now the thumb is extending here, so you're not holding it this way. It's really going down.
Deep into the thumb crotch.
Yeah. Oh, I should say before. When it comes to the top here, I give it a little beginning.
So
to make life easier.
You prime it, okay.
And then there's another thing. When I grab the deck, I'm sure to leave a couple of cards on the table. Then I fold the card, and I continue taking the cards off the table.
So, just in case that wasn't clear to you, he folded the card already.
Yeah, it's folded. But the thing is, if I take the deck, it's a finished action.
And now they look
what are you going to do now? And okay, I know I'm chatting with the people, but I take this, and I'm continuing. So the action is not finished. So
it's a rest period.
Yeah, because it's buried in the taking of the deck. Yeah. I found this by accident because I always took the deck like this, and one day I did this, and a few were left, and I had folded my card, and I noticed that the trick was stronger.
Because the audience had no reason to be paying attention.
Yeah, this was something I found by accident. So I always try to leave a couple of cards to be sure that to bury it in the hole. Anyway, it is primed, and I hold it like this. Now you push the two short sides together because they both make contact with the deck. It's a straight fold. Then you come at the thumb, you hit the thumb, so you continue. So you have two folds in one movement. Now comes something, it's a bit hard to explain, and I don't know really how I do it. But I push up the card.
Yeah.
Now, some people, they do this and the thumb goes like this.
Yeah.
But
the question of getting the feel. I mean, that you just have to feel.
Yeah, the card has to go with the thumb, but not stay with the fingers. And I take it off the thumb with just the first finger.
Yes.
Now we have to make the third fold, which is the hardest one because you have 4 layers of cards to fold, and that is you need a lot of force. and that is, I use two hands basically.
Yes.
To press it around the finger. I mean, you can put
the
all your
deck
muscles
is actually
in.
helping to.
Yeah, it's like a block to
provide
push the card around the finger. Then I grasp the deck, straighten the finger, and do this.
Push it flat.
Yes, and I can do a little bit like this to even press it a little more.
Okay, do it in real time.
In real time, it's different, but it's like this.
That looked real to me. Now, I've seen you talk about this before.
Yeah.
And there's something I think very important to bring up, which is the way you learn to do this, the way you practice this is that you go out and get.
I used to say 50 decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get 50 decks because, well, when you practice this, you want to use old cards. And you have maybe 10 decks of old cards. It's not enough, so you learn it for 20%, and then you go on to other tricks. So that's why you need to buy at least 50 cards, decks of cards with a back design you don't want to be seen with in public.
So that you don't feel so bad about destroying the decks.
Yes. And you have all these decks of cards, and only one use, and that's to fold them, and then you will learn. But it's with more tricks like that. You have to make an investment sometimes. I know that Malini, when he wanted to practice his egg and the lemon trick, he would get 10 eggs and 10 lemons and just practice. You know, you just get these materials together and practice.
So do you still feel that 50 decks, 500 cards is about the right amount to get comfortable with this slide?
No, I've come up now that I think 200 decks is what is needed. Yeah. But
so after 2,000 run-throughs,
but it goes very quick.
You get used to it.
Yeah, I think so. And but there is another point also, which sometimes I stop in the middle of the fold. I could be here, and someone is watching. So, and then I look at another way, and I see their head move, and I continue my fold. I can stop any moment.
Right.
I'm not.
You don't have to do it all.
I don't have a contract somewhere that I need to do it in one go, so I can stop whenever I want to do. And also after the fold, this is also important. The box is there, and they are reacting.
Yeah.
So usually it's quite a strong reaction. I fold the card, get the other cards there. And I freeze. I keep it here because sometimes it's still reacting, and then I need to get the attention back quick.
Sure.
I can't have them react too long.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they think, well, maybe you had the time to do this. And I keep it here. I say, it's not in the deck. It's never been in the deck. And then I say, I always keep it separate. So I have it underneath here. And then when I take the box, I fold the fingers in. And put the deck on the table, and I show them this, and I get this. It falls out of the box.
Late fall.
And show them the card is there, but
you don't throw it away.
No,
Okay.
I
want you to hit the pose.
Okay.
Here
is the card.
I want you to look at the camera.
Yes.
And give the kind of look that gets people to give you a standing ovation. Go ahead. Show them the card. And it works every time.
The card with Janelle, the name, and the little box. That's what I thought was the best.
It's still the same.
Yes, it is. This is no bull.
No, this is no bull, huh? Okay.
Today's effects were incredible, and anybody that can include just one of them in your working repertoire, you're doing yourself a favor.
Now, so it's very important that now, at the end, it's all wrapped up, and the whole thing, just like this, wrapped up completely. Max. It's wrapped up.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all wrapped up.
Yeah.
Then you take a handkerchief or a piece of paper, have to block the energy.
The one where he wrote Janelle's number, and she wrote her name on it, and then it appeared in the box. That was the one that just absolutely blew me away.
How did he do it?
I don't know how he did it. I'll have to get Bruce to tell me.
I thought it was just a great shoot, and Tommy just was wonderful. It was beyond my expectations. He really did a great job, and it was a pleasure working with Tommy. Thanks.
And I made my cameo.
Yes.
There are a couple of terrific reaction moments when certain spectators in particular suddenly they realize what's about to happen.
Yeah, like the girl with the little box.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
She leans forward, and then when it's there, she covers her face. It's terrific.
I think that little card folded up in the box.
But it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't. In the classical sense. In the classical sense, 3 classes or...
The taping, it went a lot easier than I thought. And the audience was wonderful. I want to import them to Holland and take them to all the shows I do.
Okay. Huh?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. If that watch could talk, it would have an interesting story to tell, huh?
The performer, I know him. Normally I don't go and watch him.
It's basically the one which has the goal, which is the award, yes, which is the thing you want to do.
Then it's the boxes.
Well, I hope to get a free copy because I don't think I will spend money on that.
You're not paying attention so closely.
Now,
all kinds of ways.
I have an advantage here because some of this stuff we've talked about before.
I'm a magician. Now remember the card.
I'm a magician.
Am I too fast for you?
I'm a magician.
It is rather unusual. Did you, Lady A?
Am I too fast for you?
Now, the funny thing is,
I'm a magician.
I learned this from my mother. It is rather unusual.
Am I too fast?
And that gives me some possibilities to do other things because then they don't know anymore what to think or to do. But there is some small
Now,
psychological things
in
the...
Remember the call. Remember the call.
Concentrate.
Concentrate. Concentrate.
Every moment has come for some serious.
I'm a magician.
It's going to make it a lot easier.
My ring, my watch, okay, and all my money.
I'm a magician.
And you know, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. It is rather unusual. Well, you ask my mother, she knows. Concentrate.
Concentrate. Concentrate.
The cup is already full.
I'm a magician.
I think you can do it. Yeah. So, yeah. So, boom. Sure.